New week, new documenting the journey. Welcome back. I document my journey every week, building my brand, Exchange Life. So this week, I'm gonna tell you all about what I did this week and what I learned, what went wrong and what went right. So first of all, a loss this week. I feel like my productivity drops in the afternoon. So kind of, I do very well in the morning, but then in the afternoon, I just kind of slump around like 4 or 5. But I feel like that's always the case. But especially when I'm home. So right now I'm in my hometown. There is nothing to do. So then you're just sitting there. So that's also why I really feel like I want to get out on an adventure because then you can do something with your downtime. But we'll get into that. But yeah, that's kind of a loss. That's why I do all the money generating tasks in the morning. I think it's a very good thing to do because I'm really sharp in the morning. Maybe it will help you too. So I do everything that moves the needle in the morning. Good thing to think about for yourself. What really moves the needle for what you're building. Get that out of the way in the morning. And then whatever you do is great, whatever else you do. But at least you did the things that move the needle. Then win this week. I hit my first 2K day, $2,000 in sales with my brand, which is awesome. Not even with more ad spend than last week, really. I just did a bunch of conversion rate things. So my conversion rate was really shitty, about 1%, I'd say, over the last few months. And about the last month, I really dialed that in. And then I think this week I did a bunch of things on the cart. You can take a look at it. And I deleted a bunch of apps that I wasn't using and I sped things up a lot. And it really helped the conversion rate. So I hit my first 2K day. And nothing has changed, you know? It's just me grinding in my room. It's just funny. I mean, you have all these ideas about things, but nothing changes. And I kind of always knew this already. But it's just funny to see that this is also the case. Like, and I don't expect anything to change. I want anything to change as well. It's just, a funny learning that I'm still at home, just doing my thing. And yeah, that's just a number. Like, who the fuck gives a fuck? But it is a win. It is cool, And we're looking to scale. So it is a cool thing. But don't expect anything to change. And you don't change either. At least you shouldn't, I think. Of course, it's good to change and things, but you don't turn into a dickhead, I hope. I mean, you shouldn't. Otherwise, you're not a cool guy or girl. So fuck that. So that's wins and losses for this week. Some other things for the brand is triple wheel is tracking more. So last week I implemented triple wheel. It wasn't tracking in the beginning. I set it up better. It is giving better clarity. Still, it's missing some sales or it's attributing through the triple wheel survey. But I'm maybe kind of over attributing to ads as well because I built up a big community for the brand. It's at 125,000 followers and we reached like about 20 million people a month organically, but it isn't promotional products. So if people find the merch through those accounts, then it's natural. We barely promote the merch. That's also why the accounts work so well. But maybe I'm under attributing to that and over attributing to ads. So what I'm doing now is people can only find the merch through the community accounts if they go through the link in bio or use the code community. So then I kind of know that they came from there and otherwise they came from ads. So that's kind of how I'm doing it now to get a more clear view of what actually comes from the ads and how much comes from there. Better view on your data is better if you want to scale and makes it easier to scale or even gives you more room to scale. Because if your ads say that you do this, but or you do that or this, but it isn't accurate, then you are either scaling when you shouldn't or not scaling when you should. So it's very important to get a very clear view on this. I also changed a bit of the campaign structure in Facebook on our meta ads because the ads, the campaigns were like different countries and not like campaign per country. So that's what I did now. So then I also know which campaign they came from, which also gives a better overview. You can attribute better. That all these things just give away clearer view of what you're actually doing. I'm looking for some more UGC creators. that's just an ongoing thing, I guess. Always looking for more UGC creators. I'm kind of doing it different than a lot of brand owners because I'm finding them through my community. And they are not like UGC creators. They're just people that like to create TikToks and content. And we're working together on creating ads. So that's really cool. I'm just slowly looking for more people to help me out with this and people I can rely on. And then also, now I'm seeing some scale. I need to kind of figure out financial structure. And, I've always been very bad on that. I'm self-proclaimed like, fuck that shit. But if it's about bigger numbers, it starts to matter more, right? So I'm kind of like trying to really understand this all now. Yeah, I mean, I'll get there. But it's complicated. It isn't really, but for me in my head, things are like impossible until I see that they're possible or until I experience it. So yeah, I'm just kind of learning more, and then I realize, this isn't rocket science. Just like with everything, really. Like, it isn't that hard once you do it or once you understand it. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to understand that better. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, it should go well. Otherwise, that's fucked. So I'll figure it out, just like I figure out everything. Need to figure it out and to get better every day. Yeah, that's really the specific things about the brand. I'm really looking forward to some more action. So I'm sitting here in my little office at home, my parents right now. I mean, I love it. I'm just fucking grinding every day in the trenches. It's so cool. Just be around my little brothers and just do my thing. I mean, I don't do anything else anyway when I'm somewhere else. So I really appreciate it being here. But I'm looking for some more action. Like, just like I said, the downtime that I have, if I'm like 5 p.m. and I'm kind of slumped and I'm like, all right, I had a productive day, but I'm kind of slowing down. What to do now? There is nothing to do here. I live in the middle of nowhere, in a small little town, there's nothing to do here. So it's cool to then go do something, meet new people, go on an adventure. So I'm really looking forward to that so that I can like be productive and also do something in my downtime so I can like, get at it in my uptime, which I already do. But then if you have a productive day and you kind of end it like that and it's kind of like, zoom, then it's kind of like you feel unproductive at the end of the day, but it's an illusion because you were very productive the whole day. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting out, to doing something with my downtime, to getting on adventures. I did book them already. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I think they're gonna be very cool destination. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. And yeah, just really looking forward to that. I realized that I'm just constantly problem solving. Just another thing that I wrote down. It's just business, right? But random point. But this is just something that I wrote down, is that I'm just constantly problem solving, getting 1% better every day for like these past 4 years. And that just compounds. And that's the reason why my brand is now starting to see traction. So whatever you're doing, don't give up. If you get 1% better every day and you don't stop, then it cannot not succeed because you get 1% better every day. And then it compounds. And then at some point, it has to take off. Because you must get better. If you get 1% better every day than your competition or than whatever is needed to get there. So just a funny thing that I kind of was thinking about. And then also applying that to hiring, because I think now that I'm growing, I shouldn't start hiring people instantly. I really believe that it's better, or what I'm going to do is, if I, for instance, want to make ads work like I wanted to, which I've been trying to, which I've been documenting, then I should learn it and I should make it work. And then at some point when it works, I can hire someone to take that off my plate, right? And then I can move on to the next thing. Let's say I want to expand to a marketplace. Then I should learn the marketplace. I should hire a consultant or an expert or whoever does it to teach me. And do it and do it and do it until it works. And hire someone to take it over. This will mean that I will scale way slower, but this also means that I know what's going on in the business. I can actually hire people based on their skills, understand who I'm talking to, understand what their job is. So that's, really my goal here with the business. That funny thing, I talked about it last week. is to slowly grow and to slowly build and to slowly expand, but make it that it lasts. So not just a fleeting thing. I want to build a solid business. I want to have a solid understanding about what's going on everywhere and have a good base for the business because I know what's going on everywhere. And then I can expand, in a reasonable way. But goal, by the way, for the business, I thought about this last week. I kind of realized that goals are kind of useless, but like I think goals like make X, make Y, do this, do that is kind of important. What I do is I have a to-do list every day. It's about 5 to 10 tasks every single day. That's kind of goals. That really helps me because it's just do this, do this, do this. And I think maybe a general goal is also good to have. Like, what is my goal with the brand? And I kind of thought about this. And, my goal with the brand, I always thought was to exit it. But I kind of, I listen to a lot of content. I consume a lot of books, content, and listen a lot. I learned through listening a lot. Kind of realized I was listening actually to Ty Lopez, a podcast of him yesterday. He's, it's an interesting case because he's such a guru, but he's so interesting. Like I'm not really a fan of those type of like business guys, but I don't know, it's different. But anyway, a low percentage of people are actually listeners that learn from listening, but I do. And I kind of realized that, everyone wants to exit, but then a bunch of people say, I kind of regretted exiting because if it's a good business and you hold on to it and it generates profits, then why would you exit? So there's kind of like 3 things, I guess, that I can do with a business or in general that anyone can do with a business. It's like you can create a cash flow business, lifestyle business. You can build a business to exit, or you can create a business that wants to change the world, right? You want to change the world. And I think right now for me, this business isn't to change the world. I am 20. I think I need to build my character. I think I need to build my person. I think I need to build me into the best person, character, possible. And I think I'm going to do that by traveling, by having different experiences, by meeting new people, by going very hard at sports, by going through struggles, by building my business. But I don't think it's time for me yet to change the world. Maybe my opinion will change. So anyways, I'm building a brand here. I'm not trying to change the world with this. I'm just doing this for myself right now. And at some point in the future, when I've done all the things that I wanted to do, then I can go all into like a very big world-changing idea. But that's not what I want right now. I just want to build me and my business right now, selfishly. Maybe that's wrong, maybe that's right. I'm not sure. I can also build for an exit, which I wanted to do first. But I don't see a reason. Maybe at some point you exit if you want to move on to the next thing. If I want to go all in on a world-changing idea. But, I'm not building for that. I'm just trying to build a good business that I think is cool. So now we come to the goal of this business. I think it's a lifestyle business that is supposed to generate cash flow for me. So that's kind of what I decided and what I've kind of thought about is I want to do that. I want to build it slowly but surely. It doesn't have to be fucking crazy numbers in 2 months. Like who the fuck cares? I can do whatever I want with 5K a month. I already talked about that. So everything up from there is just, I love it. It's crazy that it's possible, It's been my dream. And if I earn 5K a month with this, and I'm not the type of guy to just sit and do nothing. So it's going to keep compounding from there. Then that's great. It's an extra surplus, but it isn't like what I need. So that's just what I'm building right now. And I'm just going to do what I want and build my business. And then maybe at some point exit it. But I'm not going to build it for that. The goal is just for me to build a cool business and to be able to do whatever I want, build my character, build my experiences, just fill my little backpack. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking about this week. Anyways, really grateful to be building this. Like honestly, if you look at I made a video about building number one niche brand, basically the story of how I started building the brand. And it's been my fucking dream to do this shit for so long. Like, I asked my mom to drop out of school at like 15, 14 to like build e-commerce stores. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was failing. Like I was trying to drop ship shit. So yeah, I'm just fucking, waking up every day doing the same thing, 7:30, taking a cold shower, and just going behind my laptop and like, damn, this is cool. Like, this is what I've wanted for so long. So that's kind of, it for this week. On this channel, I document my journey building my brand. So if you want to come along with my journey, then subscribe. Hopefully it adds anything to your journey, and I'll see you guys next week.